What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I don't know if it's spring or if it's wintertime. It's been cold. We got like 2 inches of rain yesterday. We got a ½ inch or a quarter inch today. Everything's blown out. Everything's wet. It's going to be, I don't know, 92, 93 next week for 4 or 5 days. But we are getting out of here. We are headed up north to Lake St. Clair. It's our annual guys trip. Guys coming from Oklahoma. We got guys from Missouri. We got guys from PA, Mississippi. We go up there every year, rent a couple houses, have a damn good time for a week, 10 days, whatever. The weather looks fantastic. It's pre-spawn. The water's in the 40s to low 50, which is great. Last year we hit it, and it was like 65 degrees. We caught bedfish for 8 days. It was awesome, but I want that pre-spawn stuff like jerk baits, swim baits, rattle traps. I want to go fish flats, all that kind of stuff. So, getting ready. Got a bunch of smallmouth stuff. Knocked out some baits. I'm letting everybody know that I'm kind of disappointed. One of my bait suppliers, one of my really good bait suppliers, stopped selling baits. He got in the way with like family, his other job, and all that kind of stuff. I completely understand where he was coming from, so can't really fault him for that. But he carried all my really, really good baits. So I've got other suppliers that can supply me with some stuff, but he carried some unique stuff that we worked on, a couple of jerk baits that we worked on, and some crankbaits and stuff. But this is one of them. This is my Slasher 1.5 in my Inferno Craw. I've only literally got probably maybe 10 of the rattles left, maybe a little more. I have to look. I don't think I'll ever get them again. I mean, I'm hoping I can do. I've got a lead. Maybe someone else can maybe hook me up with maybe 1,000 of them, whatever you can get. It's got the computer chip board on it, really thick. It's just a great square bill. It's a 1.5. It's a little bit thicker than like your typical RC 1.5. It's just a really nice bait. Awesome. Everybody likes them. They swim well. The finish on them is great blank wise. So they paint really well, and they clear really well. So I don't know if I can get them. I'm a little disappointed. I'm holding back a couple just for myself because I throw them all the time. These are going to a buddy of mine on the Omega staff. So I'm going to leave these here for him. He can pick them up and deal with them. But I want to know what you guys throw for smallmouth. What's your go-to baits for smallmouth? Post down below what your go-to baits are. I've got a few jerk bait, rattle trap, Ned rig, A-rig, swim bait. But I've got some old school stuff here. I actually inherited this stuff. I think my uncle, no, it was my grandpa. My grandpa had this. He used this stuff when he went up north to the Minnesota Canadian border. So it's just really, really old school stuff. He's got, man, just some old like craw colored, I think these might be speed traps maybe. Some old school Rapala jerk baits. Some old Rebel, what are these? Rebel WeRs. Stuff that I just have not thrown, but I know these will crush at St. Clair, especially this guy right here because it's a little bit deeper. This guy as well. Awesome baits. Some other, I think this is a Norman maybe. Old school Normans. They're so old, I haven't even used them because the hooks are pretty bad, so I got to swap out all the hooks. Here's a fat wrap. Bunch of just old school stuff. It's more really sentimental stuff just because he's no longer here, so I just keep it. If I can catch some fish on them, it's pretty awesome. Just some old Rapala stuff. He's got some old tubes. Just old school freaking tubes. I don't even know who makes them. They're absolutely disgusting. Great. But some old sliders, some old Yamamoto, and like the old packaging you used to have. More tubes here, bunch more tubes. Bigger tubes, countdown, some grubs, stuff that nobody throws are these guys. These are DOA Terrorize. It's definitely the secret. for some smallmouth. These are DOA terrorized. I don't know if I have any hooks. Maybe they're in my other, oh. Okay, so they usually come with these hooks. They're saltwater baits. I've caught massive tarpon on them. I've caught 120 pound tarpon on these guys. It's kind of like a tube, but here's the hook with the eyes, and you essentially feed it through and you drag it. All you do is drag it on the bottom. Awesome bait. It's very not known for smallmouth until like 2 seconds ago. But the DOA terrorized, they're very small, very unique bait. They come in multiple different colors. I've got some watermelon reds here. Watermelon reds. Just a very unique technique. Nice thing is it's super finesse. So I might actually have to pull them out. Oh no. So it looks like a goby, it looks like a bait fish. So here you go, you got that. A little bent, doesn't really matter. I can just boil it. But as you can see, the hook goes in here. It's kind of like a tube style. It's awesome, completely different. Not a lot of guys do it. Actually, I don't know if anybody does it, because I've never seen anybody post anything about that. If they do, well, I'm sorry. But that's the hook. I only got a couple of these hooks left, so hopefully they last me a while. I think I can get more, but they're sharp enough. I throw them probably on like a 4-pallet rod, just to get a little power since it's a little bit heavier. I was throwing those on a old school Mega Bass Destroyer, Super Destroyer 3, catching the tarpon. So that's the old school stuff. It's the old school stuff. This is the new school stuff, as everybody's probably seen before. You know, there's the A-Rig, the Spark Shads with the Okashira screw heads. We got a bunch of them, a bunch of screw heads, because these are ridiculously soft and the smallmouth destroy them. I've got my dark sleepers ready. Crushed them last year on dark sleepers. I've got a bag of tubes. Bags of tubes. I've got more tubes in there. My buddy Tony makes a bunch of tube hooks. I've got Neds, 1/4 ounce, 1/8 ounce Neds. I've probably got 100 of those. Go through them, so I got a ton of Neds. I got a bunch of turds. I've got exo sticks, because I break those up and put those on here. What else do I got? Some drop shot stuff, but that's my main. I don't know if I dropped any. Those are my main baits that we throw. We also throw like square bills. I've got spinner baits tied up. Let's see what we got over here. I've got more tubes. I've got some skirts here. I got more tubes, St. Clair tubes, X-Zone tubes, more tubes. Missile baits, Mega Bass crankbaits. What else do I got here? Another Mega Bass crankbaits. I've got tungsten football jigs to drag. I am pretty much ready to roll. I've got the pink bait there. I've got a Ned rig tied up, rattle trap, Okashira. Bunch of baits. I've got these guys right here. We go through a ton of these. I like to screw those on the Omega head since it's a screw lock, and you can kind of, they last as long as the TRDs, so pretty slick there. Pink spinnerbait here. I'll be burning these on the flats when they start getting up on beds. The little SOB Mini-Me. This is an awesome river bait. This is the spinnerbait that I was catching them on the river a couple days ago. Another Mega Bass crankbait ready to roll. Bomber Fat Freeze. But those are it. Couple tungsten jigs. But yeah, that's about it. So hopefully we crush them. I'm hoping I can shoot video on the water now that I've got a way to edit and do all that kind of stuff on my phone, so I don't have to bring my computer and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping I can get some footage, especially if they got bedding, get some bed footage, get some active target footage. So hopefully it's a good week. So other than that, guys, appreciate you guys for watching. Bye watching. Smash that thumbs up. Post down below what your favorite smallmouth baits are. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.